I've lost something. I've only gone and lost something. Hopefully this is what I'm looking for. Please be what the? Please be what I'm looking for. Please, are you it? Aha. This is what I'm looking for. The bungs. Now, I need to go and fix my coolant leak on the Discovery. So I bought a series of bungs. That one. Probably go that one. They do say the millimetre on top, but I can't be bothered to read it. Anyway, that's how we go, like that. So I bought a series of bungs because I needed one for the Discovery, and I also need one for the intake pipe just after the turbo on the Focus. And I think it's probably going to end up being that one that will do the job for that one, or maybe this one. It may well be that one that does the job for that. I hope so anyway. But I'm hoping this one is the right size for the Discovery. I think it's going to be too small, and that's going to be a bit of a pain in the arse if it's too small. It's 16mm. The one I bought for it was too big, you see, far too big, and I think I bought a 20mm. So I'm hoping 16. I know you lot are going to say, why don't you just bloody measure the bloody thing? Measure the pipe you're going to put the bung on. Well, I'm too lazy for that, so I just buy a load of them and then hope one fits. Right, here I am then. I've just been out now, I've just quickly changed it. And I've got to wait for time, because on the second leak, you lot know that I had a leak on the top of the pipe with a little bleed screw. I bought this proper silicone hose and everything, all the proper bleed aluminium screw and all this, because the plastic one on the other one kept breaking, and there's bloody rubbish in it. The pipe's good, it's got good fitting in it, but the screw itself comes with a little rubber seal. It's crap. So I put a bit of this lock and seal on that thing. Hopefully if I let it set, it's removable grade, so it should be alright if I need to bleed it, which I probably might do after doing this bloody thing. Anyway, that's all hunky-dory. Hope to let that seal. Now this is the old bung, part of it. It's gone brittle, and it had a crack in it, which is why it was leaking a long time ago to start with. So what I did before, if you lot saw the video I made back in the summer, was I bought this bung here. Because you know me, I couldn't bother to measure it, and I just bought a bung what thought looked alright on the internet, and that's the size it was. And it literally went over that bung, whereas really I wanted to take the old bung off and put this on the pipe. But I ended up leaving this old bung with a crack in it on the fitting, and then putting this one over the top of it, and then putting a Jubilee clip around that. And that's what I did, and it held, but it leaked a little bit, it dripped a little bit. It weren't a good seal, obviously, because you know anyone knows that ain't gonna work. So turns out the 16mm one that I bought of this lot is a perfect size. It's snug. I had to force it on, but it wants to be a snug fit. I've done that, put a Jubilee clip around it. That should be alright. I'm not going to start it up yet because I'm waiting for the seal that this to set on the other one. And then I'll start it up and give it a bit of a test. Luckily my little box of Jubilee clips came in handy. They always come in handy, those box of Jubilee clips. Everybody needs a box of Jubilee clips, because you never know what size you might need for doing random things, and they always come in handy. Job done. I didn't need to use this sealer stuff in the end, this joining compound. Well, I may do yet, I haven't tested it, but I don't think I will do. I can't see being need to use that really. I'm gathering up a load of cups in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need to go and take these in to be washed, I think. My only other dry set of gloves are now covered in coolant and they need to be dried. I'm having a good time today. Right, I think my old Fern here is looking a little bit worse for wear. I don't know what's happened. Look, it's all falling apart. Look, it's all fluffing down. I think it's on its way out. I think it's dying. This has been alive now for a long while. I don't know what's the matter with it, but what I'm going to do is, I noticed some of the soil here was a bit fluffy. Yeah, it's well dry. Look at that. I water it every week, and I have done for about 3 years. But I've noticed recently the soil is starting to move up with the old stems there, and whenever you water it, the water just runs off of them. So what I'm going to do is fluff away all of this soil that's made its way up with the roots, or stems, or whatever you would like to call them. I'm not a flower person, yeah. I'm not a gardener. I may have done a year greenkeeping on a golf course, and I may know how to do grass and all that, but I'm not a professional plant person. So any of you lot out there might know what's happening here, let me know. But I'm going on the fact that it's very dry and it needs a bit of water. Because whenever you water it, because the soil was up here, the water runs down in the corners there. But before the soil was going up here, you water it around here, all around it, and it'd be fine, you know. It's about 3 or 4 years old, this fern. It's a little tiny thing when I got it, like that. It was a little sprouting up here. It's gone all like this. Sits in the bedroom, it does, on the bedside table. In my chest of drawers, on the chest of drawers. That's a good idea, that, isn't it? Right, let's go and get a bit of water for it. Here we go. We got a bit of water for it. Let's give it a drink. Oh, look at that. Now the water's just soaking in the soil nicely. Now I know these ferns, they can survive a bit of a drought, but I don't think they can. It probably doesn't help at the moment indoors. Obviously we've got heating on, that's no good. You know, it dries them out, doesn't it? Heating all that dries plants out. I'm having to water the old bonsai trees a lot more because they're drying out a lot more. But this little fern does get forgotten over there in the corner in the bedside cabinet in the bedroom. The old Venus flytraps are coming along nicely as well, actually. I like it on the kitchen windowsill, the Venus flytraps. They're sprouting out, all little hands and little mouths popping out all over the place now, they are. Right. I think that's enough water in there now, I reckon. I'll give it another water later on. I think I'll leave it in the sun. Well, not in the sun, I'll leave it on the windowsill now. Let it get a bit of photosynthesizing going on and see what happens. You know what I'm doing? I'm doing what a lot of people probably do. I've finished work now for Christmas. You're watching this on Christmas Day. This is going to be Monday's video. So you're going to be watching this on Christmas Day. But for me now, it's the 23rd. Well, I'm filming this right now, it's 23rd. So I'm catching up on all the little jobs that I should have done. So I'm catching up on all the plants. You know, you do all the household stuff, didn't you? I've paid off every single household bill in advance. Everything is paid off. And there's absolutely nothing, you know, gas, electric, I've paid it all in advance now. So I'm not going to have to pay that again until way in the future. Everything is done. All the plants are being done. I've done all the washing. I've got some towels down there in the tumble dryer drying. Everything is done, ready to go. All I've got to do now is put the festive bed clothes on the bed, but I'm going to do that on Christmas Eve tomorrow, because then you wake up Christmas Day with festive bed covers, didn't you? I've got all the shopping done, everything is absolutely done. We got this freezer's full up with you know, your usual stuff that you would have, frozen things, you know. I've got the pizza side, I've got the stuff there, I've got the chips and potatoes and everything. Underneath all them pizzas, I've got I've got 2 chickens, 1 turkey, and what was the other one? I can't remember. There's another one in there. It might be another chicken, I can't remember. But they're all pre-stuffed chickens and things, potatoes, everything. That freezer is completely nearly packed. The other one is as well. Fridges are packed, full up to the brim. We've got everything we may need in case there's a war or something happens in the next 2 days. I think it's about time we have I've left that to set over there now. So let's turn this on and see what happens. Brilliant. That one ain't moving. Can't see if that one is, but I don't think it is. See what happens when it gets hot. Oh. Alright, so I did everything on my little list that I made there, apart from cut my toenails. But I'm going to cut my toenails later on, I don't care about that right now. I've fixed the Land Rover, that doesn't seem to be leaking anymore, that seems to be alright. I also cheekily put the boost up a little bit. I haven't given it a test drive yet, but I just shortened the actuator arm just for fun, because, you know, why not? I did it on the other ones, probably why it blew up. But we're all good in the hood. Done the focus, everything's hunky-dory. It's now, well, it's Christmas Eve now, but like I said, you'll be seeing this on Monday, so it'll be Christmas Day for you lot, and I would imagine you probably, if you're a kiddie-winkle, you've probably already opened all your presents, and I hope you've got everything interesting and everything that you would want if you're a kid. If you're an adult, then you may have opened some presents by the time you're watching this, or you may not have done. If you've got any, I don't know, but it's probably in the afternoon, I would have thought. Although this will go up at 3 AM, but I can't imagine many people going on YouTube in the morning on Christmas Day. It'll probably be in the afternoon after you've had all your Christmas dinner and you're sitting there and you're pissed and you're just like, let's watch a bit of YouTube. Yeah, that's probably what you're going to be like. So, I hope you had a very good Christmas Day. Well, you'll see me again on Wednesday. Don't know what I'm going to be doing on Wednesday, because it's going to be a busy old week, but let's have a look and see. And anyway, have a good week. Anyway, it's going to be a funny old week. It always is on Christmas week, isn't it? You got Christmas Day, and then you got Boxing Day, and then after that you're spending the rest of that week just fanning around, clearing everything up, because everything gets messy and everything just gets unorganised. And if you like organisation, well, you may be very organised and you might have an organised Christmas. I don't know, and I don't care. Have a Merry Christmas.